Hi, everybody. It's this week's episode of Ask Grad. And as you can see, we're going to be using Archangel Power Tarot cards for our angel messages of the week for September 10th through the 16th. I love all of my children the same, but I am having a little bit of a love affair with Archangel Power Tarot cards right now. I don't know why. It's just where I go for the moment. So let's find out what is coming up for the week of September 10th through the 16th. I almost said April. I'll have to look at my astrology chart and see what's coming in April. All right, here we go. September 10th through the 16th. September 10th through the 16th. September 10th through the 16th. 2 and 1. Okay. Hi, Bridget, sweetheart. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Okay. So for Monday, Tuesday, you may be particularly aware. Here you go, Instagrammers. How you doing? Hi, everybody. And Facebookers, 2 cameras, so I can't look at them at the same time. So keep in mind, I'm going back and forth from camera to camera. So, so 7 of Michael. So Monday, Tuesday, you might be very keenly aware of the aspects of your life where you feel like you're not on track, or where you feel a little lost or uncertain about where you want to go and where you want to go with your life. And you know what? That's okay. Don't let that, overly distract you, because it's in those moments where we really do have the opportunity for clarity. Now, a lot of people have questions about life purpose or career or those kinds of things. And so this card, you'll see Archangel Michael, who's known for life purpose, pointing out to this young man who's got all his baggage on his back. See, Facebookers? That maybe he's not headed down the right path. Maybe there's a better path. In fact, the path he's headed down is pretty dark and dreary. And the one that Archangel Michael is suggesting is much sunnier and happier and brighter. And so if you have this sense on Monday and Tuesday of a feeling loss or of not really quite knowing where you want to go, maybe that's not a new feeling for you, but you're just particularly aware of it. Let that be okay, and ask the angels for an epiphany about this. You could ask Archangel Michael if it's about life purpose and career. If Archangel Uriel, the light of God, is always super great for any kind of epiphany that you are looking for. So guess what? Wednesday, Thursday, you get it. You get it. Look at this. The genie is there with the lamp, ready to grant your wish of epiphany, of understanding, of clarity on Wednesday and Thursday. Someone says on Instagram, I've been feeling this way for a year. Well, let's all just validate for this person on Instagram that that's over, done. Wednesday, Thursday, clarity comes. Clarity comes. And this card, I always like to say, 9 of Raphael, wish comes true, what you want now comes to you. It's an old ditty. It's not mine. It's Eileen Connolly's, a brilliant genius, one of the first people to teach me about tarot through her books. But this is a card that does talk about wishes come true. Now, in this particular case, because of the Monday, Tuesday card, that wish might just be the wish for clarity, the wish for understanding, or maybe something you've been wanting to happen finally happens. And then for the weekend, because of this clarity that you come, for the weekend, we have the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is a card of several things. It's success, and it can be travel, but it is success through hard work. It's there are cards in tarot that are success that just sort of falls from the sky, but this is success that comes from hard work. And you know what? I don't think that most people who are listening right now, and we already have 444 viewers, but I don't think most people who are listening right now mind the hard work as long as there is joyfulness to it. As long as there is a happiness, as long as there is a sense that I am on task, I am on point. I have rerouted myself from the dark pathway to the happier pathway. And so this is a card that indicates that will happen. But, you know, a lot of people who are listening right now maybe want a spiritually based career, want to be self-employed. You know, I'm always trying to tell people so that you understand that self-employment is a lot of hard work. It really is. I work 7 days a week, almost every single week. I rarely take a day off. You can ask Sherry, my manager of miracles for my company, and I just don't take a day off. And so, but this is good. This is happiness. Now you'll also notice that on this card is Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Metatron is an awesome archangel for several things. But you know, there's always, for the reader, there is something in the reading for the reader. And this is reminding me that I have an artificially created deadline for September 30th for my next card deck. My real deadline is November 1st, but I want to be done by the end of this week, at the end of this month, I wish, end of this month. And so Archangel Metatron has the ability to warp time for you. So if you are in a situation where you're trying to get something done and you're feeling like you're not going to get it done, Archangel Metatron is amazing. He's magical. He really is magical. And I have had days where I really needed to get something done, and that day I had a deadline, and you know, I was like, I'm never going to make it. Archangel Metatron, please warp time, slow time down for me. And I would get up from my desk. I would think it was 2:30 p.m. and it was 10:30 a.m. And so that's a really great tip for you if you're trying to get something done. Now, if you're just joining us, we just are finishing up the angel messages for the week for September 10th through the 16th. If you're new to us, I'm Radley Valentine, and when I say us, that's not a royal we. It takes a village to run magical things at this point. And so I have helpers. Garrett Jackson and Sherry Wynn are right here with me helping. And so if you missed the angel messages for the week, no big deal. When this video is over, it will post to Facebook. It'll post to Instagram for a day, because that's all it let me do. And then it will also post to YouTube as fast as I can download it and upload it. So you have lots of options for listening to the angel messages of the week if you missed them. So before we get started with our half hour of readings, I wanted to tell you about some things that I'm really super excited about. So first of all, if you are listening to this video, you are the first to get to know about something new that is about to happen. So if you like Ask Rad, then I've got some happy news for you. We are creating a new thing called Ask Rad and Friends. And so on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, I am going to start having my friends on with me on Facebook Live and Instagram Live. And we already have signed up Colette Barron Reed, Kyle Gray, Denise Lynn, Dougal Frazier, Heather Hildebrand, and yes, Kyle Gray, and others. So we're going to be doing these 20-minute Ask Rad and Friends, because nobody's attention span is longer than that anymore. So it's like, whatever. And we're going to, Isabelle Fonfolois, if you're European, you know exactly who that princess is. So we've got some really great people and more who are going to be joining us on Thursdays. So write that down. Also, I'm very excited to let you know that the official launch for my newest book, the Compendium of Magical Things, has begun. And it was a very exciting week for us. The book was released for pre-order, and we were #1 on Amazon for our category and #7 for Angel. Crystal Fishy, I feel like you are mentoring Garrett Jackson. I feel like Garrett Jackson's mentoring me, but okay. Garrett Jackson is our social media magician with my company. So anyway, so very excited about Magical Things, the Compendium of Magical Things. Now, if you pre-order the Compendium of Magical Things, you get $120 worth of free stuff. Yep, it's true. And so you can find links to do that on my Facebook page. It's in a clickable link in my bio on Instagram. And I am sure that Sherry or Garrett is right now posting a link in this video for you guys to find it. So yay. Okay, so that's it for announcements. Let's get to the readings. Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's grab that one. It's right there. So Katu, who is my guardian angel and how can I communicate with them by name? I would love a reading. So the first name I am getting for you is Sebastian. My experience, Katu, is that everyone has at least 2 guardian angels. The other name I'm getting for you is Faith. Katu and Faith. I knew that I was going to get this question today because the angels told me. So how can you communicate with them? This is an amazing book. This is how I started working with angels. This is it. It's called Angel Speak. It's been out for 44evers. It's by Barbara Mark and Trudy Griswold. Here it is, Instagram. Here it is, Facebook. This is a great way to start. So check it out, okay? All right, let's see. So hi, Instagrammers. Artist Life Coach Desire says she got the book last week. Yay. So Twinkle Bin Patel is asking, do I ever meet my special one? Okay, so let's talk about that. So I actually talk about this a lot in How to Be Your Own Genie, my book that came out 9 months ago. Isn't it insane that I had a book come out 9 months ago and I have another book coming out in 3 months? I'm crazy. I am crazy. But anyway, How to Be Your Own Genie really does talk a lot about how to have a magical life, and that includes the whole concept of romance and where that fits into our life. But one of the things that I think that is the most important about manifesting a magical life is trusting that the universe has your back. And I know that that's a Gabby thing, but I was saying it before Gabby. I'm not saying Gabby stole it from me. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that a lot of us are all plugged in right now to the same vibes. So it's not a surprise that a lot of us are coming up with the same kind of energy and the same kinds of thoughts at the same time. It just makes sense that that would be happening. And so but let's pull you a card, and I'm going to pull that card from Romance Angels, the Romance Angels Oracle card deck, and see what card we get for you. And I'll answer your question about Canada in just 1 second. 2 and 1. So make the effort, okay? Make the effort. So one of the things that I always ask people about, it's like, okay, are you out there? Are you out there? Are you out there where you can meet somebody? And this is a card that reflects that energy very specifically, whether that is online dating. And by the way, I met my husband on Match.com within 8 days. Okay, and I was only on Match.com because my baby brother met his husband on Match.com before that. And he has terrible, terrible taste in men. But Ben's great. Ben is great. So make the effort. So you might need to I'm going to say reboot your energy towards finding the person that you want to have in your life. If you've become very negative, very pessimistic, you've lost your optimism about it, then reboot it. Do something to reboot your enthusiasm, your excitement, your belief, your faith. And there's a lot about that in here, how to be your own genie. Now, you also asked, am I going to come to Canada? I love Canada, and we are working on 2019. It's filling up really fast. We are looking at Canada. There's a very real possibility of maybe Toronto, because I'm going to be in New York, and so it would kind of make sense to just kind of go and then come home. But we're looking at it, okay? We're looking at it. Hi, Facebookers. How you doing? Let's see. Here's one. We'll just grab it. Hey, Marlene. How you doing, honey? How you doing? Can I have a card message, please? Thank you, Redley. Of course you can, honey. So I am going to, I feel like for you, I'm going to go to Angel Answer Oracle cards. Angel Answer Oracle cards. All right. So here we go. All right, Angel Answer Oracle cards for Marlene. All right, so I'm gonna hide your comment, honey. So the card is communicate clearly. Here you go, Instagram, communicate clearly, communicate clearly. And so normally, usually, this card has to do with our interactions with other human beings. But I don't think that's what this is for Marlene. I think that what this is for Marlene is that this is about communicating really clearly with the divine, with your angels or God or goddess or the source or the universe or whatever word you want to use. I don't care. But communicating clearly your desires, communicating clearly and regularly what it is that you are looking for in your life at this time. And we forget to do that. We forget to get up in the morning and talk to our angels and ask for their assistance. I'm just as guilty as anybody else. And so this card is asking, this card is basically the universe saying, talk to me. Talk to us, all right? Talk to us. Talk to us. So there's your message. Okay. You guys are sweet. Thank you, Instagrammers. That's very sweet. Thank you. All right. Let's see. So Go Terry Go wants a general reading. So for Go Terry Go, I'm going to go to Angel Tarot cards. All right. We go. Two and one. Go, Terry, go. Oh, well, yay. Go, Terry, go. Go, Terry, go. Because it's like Three of Water. Three of Water is a card of celebration. It's a card of joyfulness and happiness. It can be wedding announcements, baby announcements, graduation announcements, I don't know, winning the lottery, I don't know, but it's generally a very, very positive, very happy card. So you've got something coming that is really, really great. Now, the other thing, Go Terry Go, that I want you to think about is I want you to get into the energy. Again, I talk about this in How to Be Your Own Genie. I want you to get into the energy of that excitement, of that anticipation, of that, oh my gosh, something amazing is about to happen, and start being in that energy and carrying it around with you, because like attracts like. Law of attraction. Like attracts like attracts like. And so if you're in a place of joy and happiness, then that's what you're going to bring into your life. Now, you know, it's like I kind of live in that energy. That doesn't mean that everything that happens to me is happy, joy. Sometimes things are challenging, but and sometimes those challenging things are really great things, but they're just also challenging. And so being in a positive space is what brings in happiness into our life. Being in a pessimistic place is what brings in more experiences that we don't want. I call this in How to Be Your Own Genie, I call it unscrewing the corkscrew. And when we've ground that corkscrew into negativity, and we've got to unwind it. Got to unwind it, got to come back up. All right? All right, let's see. So, hey, Facebookers. You look like you have lost weight, rad, healthy glow. That's very sweet, Kristen. I have not really lost weight. If anything, I have been gaining weight because I am working out really hard at the gym. Throughout my life, I've been a gym rat. And so I got into this space over the summer where I wasn't able to go to the gym so much because I was traveling so much, but I'm working out a lot, and that just puts things back where they belong, if you know what I mean. But since you said such a sweet thing to me, let me pull you a card. You look very fairy-ish to me, so I'm going to pull a fairy tarot card for you. Okay, let's see. 2 and 1. Oh, honey, you can't get much better than this. This is the sun, all right? This is success. This is happiness. This is joyfulness. This is getting to start something new and wonderful that you've been wanting to start. See the fairy? Here, I'm going to hide you, honey. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. See the fairy who is on a unicorn jumping over the barrier, jumping over the wall that was keeping him from getting where he needed to go, keeping him from going where he needed to go. But that barrier is dropping for you, honey, and you're going to be on a unicorn flying over walls any day now. So there you go. All right. So water time. So sold in divine, can you choose me a card? Yes, I can. Let's go over here to Animal Tarot cards. I'm trying to get in all my children today. Okay. Ooh, this might be my favorite card in all of Animal Tarot cards. I just love where the artist and I went with it. So this is the High Priestess. This is our version of the High Priestess, and it's the owl. And so when the High Priestess shows up, it talks about, it's basically saying it's okay not to be taking action. It's okay to be in this place where you are just going within, being meditative, being understanding what it is that you really want from life. I mean, the owl is very wise. It can see in the dark. And so, you know, and the High Priestess has the crescent moon. That's very traditional. And so this is a card that basically says it's okay. It's okay. So pajama magic, this is if you woke up this morning to the sound of an owl outside of your window, consider this a message for you as well, because the universe is mighty powerful enough to give a message to more than one person at the same time. So just realize this is a good time for going within. It's a good time for meditating, a good time for understanding. Well, sold in love, honey, this is your card. This is the card for you. This is your message right here. This is because I just chose you, and this is the card I chose for you. All right? All right. Okay, so let's see. I am having so much fun, you guys, right now. I am having so much fun because I am creating my next card deck. It's got really cool new stuff. It's tarot, but I am doing some things that I have never done before with new ways of looking at tarot and new ways of getting information from each individual card, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Okay, so anyway, so back to Facebook. So what do we got? We have urgent. Honey, I don't know what to do with urgent, okay? You have to ask a question. Let's see. Hi, Rad, Dorota Chess. Hi, Red. I am afraid to start the spiritual practice. What do you see for me? Thank you, Dora. Oh, no, that makes me sad. But so first of all, both of these books, How to Be Your Own Genie and the upcoming Compendium of Magical Things, are about taking the fear out of spirituality, about taking the fear out of it. So you don't have to be afraid. That is what these two books are about. I consider my two life purposes to be taking the fear out of spirituality for people and showing people they can have a magical life. That's my thing. That's what I do. So, grab a couple of the books if you want to help you with that. But there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. The universe absolutely loves you. It adores you. It thinks you are just this perfect little cutie pie. and it's super excited to talk to you. So you don't have to be afraid, but let's pull you a card. We haven't pulled a card yet from Guardian Angel Tarot cards, so we're going to do this for Dora. But there's nothing to be afraid of, honey. Nothing. All right, here we go. It's 2 and 1. So the card, I love it when the cards are like spot on. So the card is 5 of Action, and 5 of Action can refer to conflict with others. Now, this may be a situation where part of what you're afraid of is what your friends and family will think if you start to choose an alternate spiritual path. Excuse me, an alternate spiritual path. But this card, 5 of Action, is so often a conflict that is outside of us that is mirroring a conflict that we have within. And so you let it go. I mean, let it go. I mean, it's like I can give you names of people. And I mean, it's like, have you, I mean, I don't know how much you know, Dora, but it's like, do you watch Kyle Gray? Do you watch Denise Lynn? Do you watch Colette Baron Reed? Do you watch Rebecca Campbell? I mean, these are happy, joyful people because they know that they're connected with the divine and they're connected with their spiritual practice, and they know what joy that brings. And you can have that joy too. Hey, Greg Witham. Hello, Heather. Y'all behaving? Probably not. Okay. Susanna just turned 23 yesterday, and she's asking if there's any messages from her angels for this coming year. So the first word that I'm getting for that, Susanna, is laugh. Laugh. Laugh about the funny things. Laugh about the sad things. Laughter is a source of magic that comes directly from the divine. You have a magical year coming. It will be both poignant and hilarious. We can see through time, and we can't stop laughing. And our hearts are touched at such a deep level by the amazing things that will happen to you over the next year. Laugh, dear child. Laugh. Okay? How many angels are there in the universe? Infinite. I mean, we as human beings, and this is a thing that can get me on a soapbox. It's like we as human beings have this tendency to just try to put God in a box, and God doesn't fit in a box. And I talk about this in Compendium. God doesn't fit in a box. And so we have to remember that the universe is vast and amazing and huge and beyond anything that we can comprehend. We as human beings, all we're trying to do is like put words to that which that has no words to it. So how many angels are there? An infinite number, as many as we need, as many as we call to our side. And so I would encourage you. I didn't catch the name of the person who saw that. I only saw the last little bit, because the questions scroll. If you've never done one of these, the questions scroll and they scroll fast. So I only saw that last little bit. So, okay, guys, this is how magic works, right? We were literally just talking about Kyle Gray. Well, guess who just tuned in? Kyle Gray. So that's how magic works. That's how the universe works. We put out into the universe the magic and the happiness and the joyfulness that we want. And it poof comes in to our life. It poof comes into our life. He's laughing. Kyle is laughing. But anyway, so I was saying that the universe is beyond our comprehension. And it's a beautiful, magical, wonderful thing. And in that magic, we have the opportunity to be connected to that. And so, again, how many angels are there? Infinite number, as many as we need. Oh, I know where I was going before Kyle popped in, is that Archangel Raziel, R-A-Z-I-E-L. His name means the secrets of God. He was actually kind of known to sit at the right hand of God and write down everything that God was saying. And so he's like the wizard, the Rad and Kyle show. Oh, let me tell you, that's a funny show. But so with Raziel is like the wizard. He's like the Merlin of the Archangel realm. And I think it would be good for you to work with that, whoever that was that asked that question. Okay, let's see. So who have we got here? We've got, I don't even know how to start to pronounce your name. So I'm going to call you Zoe, okay? Hope that's okay. I would love a card, a message. Okay, so I'm going to go to Angel Answer Oracle cards. Angel Answer Oracle cards. And, oh, you know what? You know, don't go away. I'll be right back. Since our dear friend Kyle is here, I'm going to use angel prayers. Okay, so let's pull a card for Zoe. Two and one. The inner voice. The inner voice. This card says, "Thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice." So this is a card that says, listen, Zoe, listen to the inner voice. It's talking to you. You know you've got some messages. There's something on your mind that you are knowing that I need to do this. I need to make a change. I need to learn more, or I need to stop doing blank. But listen to that inner voice. Listen to that inner voice and make those changes that you need to make. Someone asked over here, is there a wrong way to do this? No, there is not a wrong way to do this. There is only your way to do this. There's only your way to do this. So let's see. So we're going to go back to Instagram. Yeah, see, everybody's agreeing with me. There is no wrong way to do this. Okay, so Silinaire says, Rad, please pull a card for me. Please, please, please. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card. Well, we started with Archangel Power Tarot cards, so let's come back around, shall we? And pull a card for you. And okay, there we go. Oh. So I love this because this was in the original angel messages for the week for September 10th through the 16th. This same card was in there, 9 of Ariel, 9 of Ariel. This is a happy card. Actually, no, it's a sister card to it, but it's same energy, this happiness, this joyfulness, this sense of finding a place of peace and contentment. And so I think that what the message here for you is to be actively seeking that out, be actively searching for that feeling. And one of the things that we talked about during this this episode of Ask Grad is that what we put our energy to, what we put our focus to, is what we bring into our lives. Now, the thing about it is that emotions are just as powerful. Emotions are just as powerful in manifesting as thoughts. And so law of attraction kind of gets stuck on what are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? But it's also, what are you feeling? What are you feeling? What are you feeling? So get yourself into a happy place. I talk about this and how to be your own genie, how to do that. So the information's out there. The information's out there. Someone just asked a question about the old myth. Does someone else have to buy you a deck, or can you buy your own deck? I don't think anyone has ever bought me a deck. Kyle Grade gifted me his most recent deck, as did Rebecca Campbell. But but that's really recent. All of the decks that I bought over the years that I've been doing these readings, I bought them myself. So, you know, it's like, I don't like rules like that. I just don't like those kinds of rules. So we have come to the end of our time today. If you missed the angel messages for the week for September 10th through the 16th, they are about to be posted on Facebook and Instagram. I will also be posting them on YouTube as soon as I can download it and then re-upload it. Also, keep in mind my new book is available for pre-order. The Compendium of Magical Things. Super excited. We were #1 on Amazon last week for our category, #7 for angels. So we're super excited about that. It feels really good to us. But if you pre-order it, you get over $120 worth of free stuff, including a 3-part video series from me about some of the magical ways to communicate with the divine that are in the Compendium of Magical Things. So check that out. There's a link on my Facebook page. There's a link, I'm sure, in this video. And on Instagram, there's a clickable link that you will find in my bio. So in the meantime, yes, the free stuff is different from the last book, Psychic Janet. It's not the same stuff at all. So anyway, love you guys. Have a magical week. I mean, just will it. I mean, if you didn't see the messages for the week, it is going to be a magical week. So have a great week. Life is magic. Love you. Mwah. Bye. See you next week.